Hi, welcome to Expert Boxing. I'm Nancy Garcia. I'm the 2019 State Golden Gloves champ and also the national runner-up champ, and I'm with Johnny. All right, so I wanted to talk about half facing and full facing, also called being bladed and squared up. Okay, so it's super important that you keep your half facing stance. So this is your typical stance right here, right? So what you do is you just slide that leg back, have it at a 45-degree angle, keep your hands up, elbows tucked in, hands to your cheekbone, and while you're striking, you want to maintain that half-facing stance, okay? So it's important that when you throw your cross, which is also, you'll turn full-facing when you throw that rear hand, which is also being squared up, and then you'll pull it back to your face. But most times when people throw their cross, they stay here and they try to fight from this position. But when you're squared up like that, you're more open, so you'll take on more hits. So in that case, you have to have a really good defense to not get hit. It's best, especially for striking, if you stay half facing, make yourself small and work in this stance right here.
Yeah, so for me personally, I think there's advantages and disadvantages to both. Obviously, if you're more bladed and more turned, then you're a little more closed up, the left arm's closing everything up, and you're just not a big open target where you feel like you have to protect the center hole up here and also the center hole down here. You feel a little bit more tucked away. So that's would be the obvious advantage to turning, but I think if you turn more forward, it can be easier to get lead rights, right? Your right hands are coming out faster. Also that the left hook is more cocked and ready to throw, whereas if you stand more turned like this, the left hook is not gonna feel like it has as much power. Another thing I want to say too is that obviously when you're throwing your right hand, you have to square up and then you have to come back. I think that many fighters, when they come back, they just turn way too sideways, where this one is just cramped and it's out of position. So yes, turn back diagonal, but like there's a limit. It should be here, not where you're just completely closed up, right? And then they run behind you and beat you up from the back.
Okay, so I totally agree. If you are half facing, you want to make sure that you have head movement. So you want to move your head side to side here if you want to throw that lead hook, right? So if you want to land a solid lead hook, you can't really land one in this position without turning your shoulders. So when you're throwing jabs, let's say you want to land that lead hook, you just have to move your head side to side, and then from this position, you'll be able to land those hooks here. Okay, so either you'll be half facing, add some head movement, throw that hook, or if you're a little more squared up here, you're already in position to throw that solid hook that you're looking for. Boom. Thanks for watching Expert Boxing. I'm Nancy Garcia, and you can follow me on Instagram at nancy_garcia.tx.